5-star, James. I don't care what stars they get. You're 5-star. You've been a 5-star. I see much far good. Listen, man, University of Miami fans want to know one thing. Does University of Miami have a chance to get James Williams?
Definitely do have a chance.
Welcome to South Florida. Yeah. Welcome to South Florida. Welcome to South Florida. Welcome to South Florida.
When you on the field, is it pregame? Like, is it ever? Are you ever afraid? Do you ever feel fear, or do you ever feel pressure?
Nervous.
You ever feel pressure?
Not one bit.
None of that.
No. Who's been your tough defender? Like, who's guarded you tough?
Yeah, who's the toughest person to play?
I don't see nobody.
I knew it. Nobody. He was gonna give it the damn hood.
That's why I'm a playmaker. I love receiving. I love to catch the ball. I love to go over people's head.
Yeah.
So I just got to do what I do.
University of Miami, they land you, and then they land the number one. We call him football player, number one player in the nation, James Williams.
Yeah.
Both playing the same position, right? How do you envision that working? Are they telling you how that's gonna work, or?
Well, I feel like me and James two different safeties.
Uh-huh.
And I'm more of the ball hogging safety. He's more of the rangy playing, like you couldn't say like in the box, but like the striker position, strong safety.
Right.
And I'm more of the free safety. So I already know in practice that's gonna just build great competition. And when the game comes, it's gonna be easy.
That's what's
So
up.
I know we go hand in hand because it's like we're the same person.
Right.
So he has like his strengths and weaknesses, and I have my strengths and weaknesses. And we're gonna he can feed off of me, learn how to, I guess, be more of the free safety, and then I can learn off of him, be more of like a closer to the box safety.
Right.
So I feel like we're just gonna make each other better.
Yeah, James played free safety. He wanted to play free safety. He was big on that. But James don't never be back at free safety. James be closer to the line than linebacker sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah,
that's his.
That's just him helping his team win.
That's his chess. Yeah, that's it. That's him playing chess with the team. I told him to get. I covered James since he was that big. Bro. I've known him all his life.
I just feel like every time it's just man on man. If he wins the battle, then that goes to play. He doesn't break on the run, or if this person like doesn't take that step, or certain things. It just, I feel like you beat your man every play, and you got the best chance to stop any team, or vice versa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
5-star. Lean loyalty. 6'12", 276 pounds.
Yeah. And like after that, I just started going crazy. Tackles after tackles.
Yeah, the first play was like a tackle for loss, like 6.
Yeah.
No, they didn't touch you. Like,
yeah, like they did.
Explain to me, though. Like, what is that about? Like, how do they not? You 6'5", 300 pounds. Is it something? Is it a swim move or something you do? Like, they don't see you? You're teleporting? What's going on?
I'm too fast for long.
They don't realize you that fast when the game starts. Like,
I'm gonna be the best player on the field. Like, I just gotta show the world. Like, I'm the true 50. I'm the next 56 up. The next. I'm gonna just go crazy this year. Like, show people like, wow, at 56. Like, show them like I want to take care of my mom. I want to put in a big house, stupid cars, big pool in the backyard. Put on for my brothers, my nieces and nephews, like coaches. I think all of them boys for like having me here at this like position that I'm in now, cause like it took hard work and dedication. Without all of them to guide me in the right path, I wouldn't be here today. So I think all of them for like helping me out. Yeah.
It's gonna take 3 motherfucking days, and that's what
Big time players step up in big games. All the criticizing and all that is over, baby. Big time players step up in big games.
what's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? How many you got here? Make sure you hit the like button for us and share for us. Make sure you hit the like button for us and share for us. I'm D, man. We're about to talk about everything from Bitcoin to ball. First thing first, 786-405-9499. You want to get down with IOD Squad. I'll put the link in the actual chat. Here we go. Investor or die. I know we got a lot of new people coming on here. So we try to explain this stuff. IOD Squad Investor or die is where we talk about crypto stocks. We actually trade, and you can come watch us trade and copy our trades. Maybe jumping in one here shortly, actually. And copy what we do and learn and ask questions to get an understanding of the market, how the smart market works, NFTs work, crypto work. That's what IOD Squad is. If you want to join and become a member, the join button is down there for you guys. You hit join and you can become a member. I think it's $5.99 and $6.99 a month, something like that. And that's where the member section is. That's where we can get access to the member group me. It's like 150 people in there. Talk about everything. We had a live for the members last night. Went pretty good. We talked about some things that happened this weekend. So if you want to join, the numbers down there. And this is the week, bro. This is the week of practice kicks off. We got a press conference with Cristobal tomorrow. And a lot of our videos, so those Caneyville experience videos, I don't know if you guys remember all of them last year or want to remember all of them last year, but some of those Cane experience videos will drop to the members, and then we'll release it piece by piece throughout to the public. And that's how we're going to do those videos. I don't know if you guys remember last year. Last year it was the spring, right? It wasn't last year, was it, huh? It was the spring. Let me see if we have a few of them. I know we have a few of them. Let's see. Caneville experience. So basically, we don't have a practice schedule yet. Practice starts Friday, but we don't know what time they're going to go, if anything's going to change. All new stuff. All new stuff. But here's one of them right here. Here's the one right here. Let me see. Let me see. I'm going to add this one right here. But yeah, these will drop. These will go to the members. We will put these out to the members, and then we'll release it as the day go on, piece by piece as the week go on.
Hall of Famers everywhere. You can smell the little yellow jackets. This might be the greatest practice ever. University of Miami. The U. Bring it in tight.
Welcome to South Florida. But it's still real.
This was one of the cooler ones. This was
one of the top 9-year-olds in the nation. Period. I've been saying this since he was 7. One thing Grant has that Najee doesn't have is looks. Najee's big, ugly, like he came out of the cave, and Bryn's a nice looking guy. He has long hair, long wavy mixed hair. He's gonna get the model thing going on. So he got their beating looks department. You know what I'm saying? But listen, Najee and Bryn, they're two good friends of mine. We've seen Bryn on Caneville more, and you'll see a lot more out of Bryn. Bryn Davenport, Najee Davenport, greats out again. What's up, bro? What's going on, man? Since when? The great Ed Reed. Listen, bro, it's a great. I don't got to drop bags or drop cookies. I don't know what. Right. You got to keep them locked in now, man. Now, I don't got to drop bags or drop cookies. I don't know what you got to do. Najee dapping up the great Ed Reed. Listen, bro, it's a great place to be out here. We're gonna talk about the greatest. About the greatest practice ever. You talk about the greatest practice ever. You show me a practice like
Talk
this.
about the
Future King dapping up young Kings.
And this was in reference of USC the day before saying they had the greatest practice ever, and then this is what happened at Miami. This was a sign for me.
Legendary Future Kings. Then we got another legendary Hall of Famer walking here, Edgerrin James. So we want to talk about the greatest practice. This is the greatest practice ever. You see the sun coming out to the left, glistening off the palm trees. You got the birds chirping. And you always got to have Susan walking by. But at the greatest practice ever, you can't have a greatest practice ever without Hall of Famers showing up at your practice. So if we want to talk about greatest practice ever is right here. What's going on? Nah, got another legend just walk. Yeah, man. So we got in front of our face, we got Edgerrin James. We got Najee Davenport. Ed Reed.
Devin Hester showed up.
5 or 6 of them that bleed that orange and green. They was talking that old 2030 to the U.
Yeah.
2030 to the U.
Corey Atkins. A kid named DeMar, I think he would come. It's like
what's going on, Rich?
They created a group chat on Instagram.
Yo, what's going on, man?
They all in,
They all in, right? I was like, okay.
And Green is what grade? So how long we talking about?
Fourth.
He's in the 4th grade right now.
4th grade. He's in the 4th grade. So
I'm be honest with you. I've been coming out of University of practice for
and
a
this
long
is
time.
DeMarcus Van Dyke's son.
I've never seen the atmosphere and people
with the anti-social club shirt on.
I have not.
Well, right here in the middle, next to the kid with the anti-social shirt club.
Like it's natural to see him.
That's DVD's son.
Yeah, I don't force
that's
it
his son. Yeah,
I definitely don't force.
The one that's Edgerrin James' son, right?
That he
the anti-social club shirt.
Yeah,
I'm not sure. I don't think Edgerrin James has a son that small. That's DVD's son right here.
So
to the left.
It's just one of the things he's been around. Right. It's one of the things he's been around. Good job, Najee. Great job. Shout out to Najee Davenport, man. Go and enjoy your day, big dog.
But these videos, these videos, we'll release them to the members and then we'll slowly release them to the public. Maybe a piece of them throughout the day, that day, and that's just letting you guys know. So if you want to join and become a member, it's in the description, or just hit the join button down there. Rich, what's going on, bro?
Man, nothing much.
How was your weekend, man?
It was good. Had a bunch of stuff I had to buy to prep for graduation, plane ticket, all type of stuff.
You about to graduate now?
Yeah, in about 2 weeks.
With what? A doctor's? A master's? What?
Master's.
A master's in what?
Supply chain management.
Supply chain management. That's what's up, dog.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. Yep, and this gonna be probably the last time I'm in somebody's university to go to school there. So, I gotta buy all the stuff. Got the big plaque. Those frames that you be seeing like when you walk in somebody's office, and they got like the degree in a big frame. Them things cost a lot of money. I didn't know that.
You've been pricing them. You've been pricing them, dog.
I bought one, and I was like, dang. Just to have the school logo on there. But whatever. Man, it is what it is.
Y'all always say that, man. Y'all get right back in school. I'm done with school. That's it for me. Do you catch the fever again and like, I'm gonna go get a doctorate, get an extra $20,000. Y'all always say that, man. So what's going on, man?
It's not.
It's not. What?
I was about to say it's not needed in my field. So.
Well, that's what's
but
up,
yeah,
man.
what's going on with you, man? I should ask you what's going on with you. I mean, this weekend you were, you know what I'm saying? It was a big weekend with the barbecue. And so
Yeah.
what was your take on all the shenanigans going on?
X went down there, covered some of that stuff.
Mhm.
There was a lot going on. I mean, I reported, I think Friday night that Dijon Robinson, the Ohio State commit, we put in the member section that he would be decommitting, and Miami had a chance to flip him.
Right.
Then he
I
didn't
remember
make
that.
it to the barbecue. Everybody's like, Florida's holding them hostage. Florida's holding them hostage. Well, how do you hold a kid hostage? What do you think? They tie him to a chair or something? Like, like,
Don't, don't
what does that even mean? What you about to say?
I was about to say the only thing that I could think of is be like, hey man, you got that new PS5? That thing like $500, ain't it?
That's the question. Like, how do you hold a kid hostage? Like, what do you say? If you go down there, we're gonna take our offer back. No, bro. Listen, man. I mean, it's all a lot of games being played on both sides. So a lot
Right.
of these kids are getting people around them in their corner that they listen
Right.
to, adults. It's a lot of games being played. I think some people look at it from a standpoint of, well, if he loved the Canes, he would have came to the pool party like Rashad. He got on a plane and he flew on over, and he's a Cane through and through. Well, it ain't that simple for everybody. It's not that simple for everybody. These kids have different circumstances. They have different needs and wants. I always try to take it back to you chasing the girl or trying to get the girls trying to get the cool guy in high school, and it gets complicated sometimes. Yeah, sometimes you may get to her and she be like, well, I don't want to be your seconds. I want to be your sloppy seconds. I want to be first. It gets complicated. Then Andy Jean commits, and then Amari Cooper gets involved. Amari Cooper may be some kin to Andy Jean in some way. I don't know.
I heard that this past weekend.
Right. Amari Cooper tweets out, bigs up Andy Jean committing. And Andy Jean he's a kid that the University of Miami really wanted. They really want Andy Jean. They're not going to win every fight. Also, you go after kids in levels. Like, you have your big board and you have your priorities, and you go after kids that you have them. But these kids know who's a priority or who's coming after them hard. Who's telling them, hey man, just hold off, let us see what Carnell Tate's going to do. They know. And all of them aren't going to just sit there and be like,
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When it's other places out here where you can be successful at. So Andy Jean commits to Florida. But I'm just going to keep telling y'all this, bro. It's going to be a long season. It's going to be a long season. It's going to be a lot of flip-flopping. Kid Dijon Robinson, I reported maybe, I reported that he could be flipping to Miami. Then he decommitted the next day. So, I mean, it was like, whoa, like, damn, I just said that, right? He could end up at Florida. Right. He could, yeah. But I tell you this recruiting thing, it's fun and it's intriguing for people to follow. But bro, it's like watching the stories. It's like watching Young and the Restless on TV or something, man. It's like your cousin may be married to your auntie today, and the auntie may marry your daddy cousin tomorrow, and it's just like a bunch of zigzags. What you think, Rick?
Well, the one thing is we're in the dead period right now. Is that right?
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, it just started, right?
So I do know that there's still going to be kids that'll be committing over, I'd say, the next couple weeks or so. And there's also the fact that some of these juniors will start receiving rising seniors, I should say, should start receiving committable offers. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is when it gets real, but the noise is going to be kind of quieted down, because you won't have kids that'll be visiting and so on and so forth, not in that, not as an unofficial. So
Right.
plus the season is starting, their seasons will be starting. So hopefully some of that calms down. But this weekend was a lot of shenanigans with, kids being held hostage and just all the, just like you said, how do you hold a kid hostage? How do you do it? I mean, it's a whole bunch of things you can think of. Maybe the kid likes
Right.
jelly beans,
Right.
and Florida just happened to have a whole bunch of jelly beans, right? I don't know.
Right. Like
So,
Kim on the private member last night was like, "How? Like, could you imagine Florida trying to hold Willie Williams hostage when he was
oh
on
my
that
God.
visit, that famous visit? Could you imagine him saying, sit down, Willie. We ain't waiting for you to go back home yet." What would they have to do? Like,
Right.
so. But go ahead, bro.
Yeah, you absolutely. And I did listen to that, and I heard that comment. And yeah, you're right. I don't know what you would have to do in that case, because some, you know what I'm saying.
Uh-huh.
That's not the kid you want to be trying to hold hostage.
Right.
So it's just one of those things. One of the encouraging things, of course, is you saw a lot of IMG folks from all the pictures I've seen. There was a lot of IMG folks coming out there. We heard in the group me they mentioned Antonio Tripp is going to and I don't want to
IMG?
confirm if it's not confirmed. You know what I'm saying? But
No, I heard he is. I heard he is. Yeah.
okay, so I mean, we're taking that Alabama pipeline away. Because remember, Alabama did that to a couple kids where they would commit to Alabama from Florida, and Bama would have them go to IMG for their last year, or they
Right.
would all of a sudden be going to IMG after committing to Alabama. So it's great that we built inroads there. And one thing you mentioned, man, is that staff that's there now. I mean, you got guys that are working 20 hours a day.
Yeah.
So,
20.
really, yeah, really doing their thing, and getting the program right and setting the foundation down so that the kids could come and continue to build onto the house that was already built.
Yep. 20 hours is a long time, bro.
That is a long time.
That's like
No,
what? That's like you go to sleep at 12. Let's say you go to sleep at 12. You back up at 4, brushing your teeth.
yeah, and of course there's more than likely naps along the way. Nobody's gonna work straight for 20 hours, so you do have that going on, but it's an adjustment you got to make. Your body has to be adjusted to that, because it's not something that everyone does, or I'm not gonna say it's not normal, but because I do know people who,
I don't think it's normal.
well, you got some that sleep about 4 hours, and then during the day they take like an hour nap here and there.
We learned about those power. I learned about those power naps in high school. My basketball coach was like, "Man, you got to get a power nap in. You don't got to sleep for 8 hours. You lay down for about 30 minutes. It refreshes you. 30 minutes, an hour. You lay down. You get up. You refresh. You can go again." Shout out to. Go ahead.
I was about to switch the subject when I saw the Gene and Dijon picture that you put up.
Switch it to what? That's what we talked about.
Well, no, I was gonna mention for me, the most intriguing of these storylines from this past weekend is the receiver that's the Oregon commit.
Dickey.
That's the
Jerry Dickey.
Jerry Dickey. That's the most intriguing one for me because, um, when you're talking about receiver slots, we only got one receiver right now, which is hard to believe. We thought we would have more. So now, how many more receivers do you take? 3, 2?
I mean, well, you knew it would be a fight for him. We knew that wasn't going to be that. Yeah, we knew it would be a fight for him. Like,
Right,
it's
absolutely.
like when you say that when you say we thought we would have more. Well, I mean, we're talking about the top receivers in the nation. People are fighting for them, and if the kids are
Right.
smart, I mean, listen, like it's like playing poker. You play poker?
Nah, I'm
Nah.
not the best at poker. I'm gonna be real.
I watch it on ESPN, and I can only imagine they're playing poker. It's like you got your poker face on, and you like, no, I don't
Right.
like nobody. Right. And you trying to hold off until things sound right.
Right.
You trying to hold off until things sound right. Until it's time, you know what I'm saying? Things look right in your favor. Somebody just said, hey Street, where's the join button to be a member? I'd be thinking I guess, man. I guess it's no matter the join button, it should be down there to the let me see. To the left for you guys. It should be right down there to the left. I guess I gotta show y'all. Like or in the description. If you look in the description, I guess I've been on YouTube my whole life, feels like it. And I get this stuff doesn't come simple to everybody else. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess so. So I gotta stop acting like everybody know everything. Let's see. Who would have a join button? No, everybody don't have a member button. Well, okay, I'm gonna show you where it's at. I'm gonna show you where it's at on the I Am Athlete. Quick tutorial on where's the join button. It's in the description. If you click in the description on all our videos, it should be in there. Maybe not all the live videos, but on here, see, this is I Am Athlete. If you go to I Am Athlete, well, right here where it says subscribe, on Footballville, you should see a join button there. So right now, everybody subscribe, hit the alert bell. That's the free process. Subscribe and hit the alert bell. If you hit the alert bell, that's so you get alert every time we go live. So all you want is to be like, man, get no alert. Probably never hit the alert bell. The join button should be right next to it. I think it's like $5.99, $6.99, or $7.99. It's like 2 different levels you join. Or if you hit over here where it says I Am Athlete, if you hit there on Footballville where it says Footballville Nation or whatever, and you go to the main page, it's going to take you to the main page, and in the right-hand corner up here, it says join. Okay? So it's in the description. It's in the right-hand corner. On the main page, it's in a few places. And that's to join to be a member, to get in the group me. If you sign up to be an IOD Squad, you get access to the group me. You just don't get all the stuff YouTube give you because YouTube controls all the badges and the member section and stuff like that. You just won't have a badge. You know what I'm saying? You don't have a badge, say 12 months, 6 months, all that stuff. If you join through IOD Squad. Let's see, let's get back to. So yeah, Jerome Dickey is a kid. You brought his name up a couple weeks ago, right? Like
I did.
Right. Because I guess you smell smoke, right?
Yeah, because I heard that he was like the primary receiver for Jaden Rashada, and I was like, if that's my primary receiver in 7-on-7, going up to Vegas,
right?
If I'm Rashada, I'm like, yo, let's go do the same thing in college.
So he was his primary receiver in 7-on-7. He was his primary receiver.
Yeah, he was his go-to guy.
Okay. All right. And that was when the last tournament they went to, or when they actually
Vegas.
Okay. Well, that was just a weekend. Did they play on the 7-on-7 team together the whole season, or you don't know?
Nah, I don't know. I would only have to assume that weekend. but it seemed like they built the connection, and you had a lot of great receivers out there. So, you know, but out of all those receivers, that was his guy.
Right. So he came down here. He found his way down here to go fishing. With the family or something, you know what I'm saying? He's fishing with the family or something. You're just like, oh, it's a pool party down here too. You swing by a pool party, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, why not?
What's his full name? Dickey? Let's see.
Jurion Dickey.
Jurion Dickey. How big is Jurion Dickey?
That's a good question.
I hear a lot of people recently talking about this kid. Jurion Dickey, Valley Christian High School, out west, 6'3", 210.
Decent size. Great
6'3",
size, actually.
210. Let's see who he played 7-on-7 for. Did he play for the Ducks? I'm gonna tell y'all like this. Listen, I cover a lot of kids, and sometimes I could have been a covered the kid all over him, got pictures of him in my phone, and then just it doesn't register right away. You know what I'm saying? But this Jurion Dickey 7-on-7. Dickey did a number of camps combined 7-on-7 tournaments. Let's see. Jurion Dickey. 6'3", good size, right? We're gonna see. Let's watch his highlights. Let's see. We're gonna watch some highlights.
Okay, 1,300 yards. Did that say 34 touchdowns?
Let's see. 23.
Not bad. Oh, did you see that?
What?
Right, the way that he hesitated, right there. Boom, you saw it.
You wind it back.
You saw that stick.
Yeah. Damn, was he like? Was he like? How many people was guarding him? But they were just in the zone. Were they just in the zone? Like how many people was guarding him? Oh yeah,
So,
they just in
like
the zone.
kind of like a
bunch
bunch formation.
Yeah, bunch formation, did a bunch of crossing.
And it's supposed to be a man coverage, and he just got beat with the fake.
That boy blocking her. That boy blocking early in the highlight tape. Got him.
Man, what a route once again.
This defense. Let's see if he can get out of there.
He plays defense. Wow.
This Cali long stride speed. Oh, 23. It looks fast, didn't he? 23.
he fast and soft. Poor little Timmy. Oh man. Nice. Great concentration. He's fast. Great route.
Big kid showing that he could block, huh? Get out of there. Let me see. Get out of there.
Old bump and run coverage. Exploited that. Oh, dang. The versatile dude.
I like how fast this highlight tape is moving. Like it ain't a lot of dead time.
Right.
Oh wow.
Poor little Timmy.
There's a couple of little Timmys out here now. They must be private school or something in Cali. Oh, what? This is late. It's kind of late in the highlight tape, huh? That boy was like, man, I'll show you this later. Oh, man. All right, now. So some of these kids are starting to structure these highlight tapes in a way that's conducive to colleges, like what they want to see.
Ooh, you saw the footwork? I like that.
Oh, this music just
you notice
worse. Oh no.
Like as a cornerback, you know that the slant is more than likely gonna be the route ran, and he still got lost off the footwork.
Oh, this safety is. I mean, the safety is supposed to put him into next week. Well, Alonzo Highsmith said Wilbur Marshall did to him. Put him into the last week of the season. Bye, I was joking with Alonzo. He was like, he hit me. I was like, dang. He's like, knocked me out to the last week of the season. Like, whoa. It was game one.
Yeah, the safety was supposed to definitely help on that.
86.
If not even try to pick it off or break it up.
Man, that was easy. Get him, Timmy. And it's not gonna happen. Let me see, what high school is this? This is Valley Christian, East Palo Alto, California. You familiar with California, dog?
No. Yes and no. So Palo Alto, that's like Northern California. That's gonna be that's that San Francisco. I think Stanford is near there, but that's like San Francisco, Oakland area. So he's from Northern California. That's the same as Rashada.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Let me see. Let me put this together. Hold up, man. Rashada's from Pittsburgh, California. Because you know who called me on that? Warren Sapp called me on that. He was like, hey, saying Rashada's from Pittsburgh, California. You know Pittsburgh, California is just Oakland, right? Mm-hmm. Sapp know everything, dog. Like, yeah, like Sapp knows everything.
He's not afraid to block.
Insane got a whole breakdown on. He got excellent hands, great size, good route running. Makes the game look easy. What, he just did something?
Yeah, he's like, when you see him accelerate, it's like real smooth.
True.
You see how I just pull away from you?
Damn, where did he catch that? When did he catch that ball? Wow, he caught that ball in that little space like that?
Yeah.
Wow. His game reminds me of Debo Samuel. Shout out to Turbo Blow with the $5.
Yeah, I would say that because I mean,
Debo Samuel six is he this big? Debo Samuel 6'3"?
no.
I
I don't
didn't
think
think
he's that
so.
tall.
He out there playing with kids, man. He must be playing against House of the Blind out here.
That's what, man. He's stacking them. Nope.
Daryl Harvey said we just got in. This is Jerry Dickey, 6'3" wide receiver. Everybody got him going to Oregon. He's committed to Oregon. 6'3", 210 pounds. This is a young man. Committed to Oregon. A lot of his has a bunch of West Coast offers. He has Arkansas. I'm sure if I look at the whole list, he has these offers, but some reason they have Arizona State, Arkansas, Cal as like the higher offers.
Mm-hmm. Contested ball. I like him.
Impressive.
So if we get him, and we get William Fowles, and let's say we take one more receiver, who would you take?
So who we got so far? We got Robbie Washington.
Mm-hmm.
So
We got, of course, Ray.
We got Robbie Washington, Ray.
And I don't know if you even count Robbie Washington because he's going to be more of a Swiss Army knife. He's going to be, you can have him do a lot of different things. And maybe even possibly Ray too. So
I think in a perfect world, but I guess you're saying pick from the ones left. But I just think there's going to be some Hakeem, right? I just think it's going to be some moving around. I really do. I don't know if Andy Jean sticks with Florida. I'm not sure if he sticks with Florida. I'm not sure it's actually Miami, but I'm not sure if he sticks with Florida. A lot of these colleges are pulling out a lot of stops to win this preseason recruiting battles. Right.
what about Carnell Tate and or Brandon Ennis decommitted?
Did you see the tweets from Carnell Tate and Brandon Ennis? I heard they had Carnell Tate in like a space interviewing him.
Yeah.
You heard about that? Mm-hmm. And just questioning him, asking him about kids decommitting. But the only kid decommitted was Dijon, right? Robinson, right?
That's it.
Yeah, I mean, but I just think it's weird that you got Brandon Ennis comes out and tweets out, "Hey man, we're fine. Everything." What did Brandon Ennis say? It's okay, we're fine. We're gonna get the kids, basically, and that doesn't sound like the Brandon Ennis I know. You know what I'm saying? It's almost as if somebody may have nudged him and say, "Hey man, say something more," or maybe he's maturing. Maybe he's becoming more vocal. It could be possible.
Right.
Yeah, but at the same time, the kids, like, they shouldn't be listening to Twitter. Like, they shouldn't listen to the fans. The fans are crazy. Like, so it doesn't matter. Like, you get one decommit. They probably didn't even pay attention to that kid. And now all of a sudden he decommits and now it's a big deal. And all of a sudden he decommits and now it's a huge deal. And you got other kids answering for that, I guess, because that's their South Florida Express buddy. But damn, that ain't his. They ain't that kid daddy.
Right. He got to go where he got to go.
Right.
It's business at the end of the day.
It's not that kid daddy. Some of these kids, man, I think you're gonna see some. I think some of these kids you're gonna see committing to 2, 3, 4 schools before it's said and done. Um, change the pace. What you think about this? Deshaun Watson suspended for 6 games and will only miss $350,000 of his $230 million salary after 24 sexual assault charges failed to produce enough evidence to charge him. Think he should have been suspended for anything?
No.
No.
And here's why. You could say this is what the rule book says, but really it's a PR stunt for the NFL. And you should almost make a statement if you're the NFL and say, listen, we're not going to allow for people to defame the character of our people that are within our brotherhood. We're not going to do it. Because the whole thing that's been going on with Deshaun has been a kangaroo court. So the same folks that asked Deshaun to make their career so that they can go write an article or do an interview with him, those are the same folks who are bashing him and calling him all type of stuff when really they had no, you don't know what happened behind closed doors. So at the end of the day, everything that you do sets a precedent. So if you say, well, we're still going to suspend them and fine them. Yes, for one side, you appease that side. But for the other side is what you're saying is, hey, you can go allege certain things to somebody and stick it on them. And we're going to go ahead and roll with it.
Right.
So at the end of the day, we can argue, was he wrong? Maybe, I don't know. Maybe. And the reason I say maybe is because, whatever did happen, we know something did happen, but it was, between two people to make the decision for something to happen. So
was it 2 people?
You can't say, well, you're wrong.
It was between a lot of people.
Well, he wasn't there by himself.
Yeah, I guess it's 2 people at a time, right?
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. 2 people at a time.
Right. I get what you're saying, but do they ever stand up for the players like that, or is it always?
No, they never do. Remember the situation that happened to Dalvin Cook with the young lady who came to his house, and she was all the way wrong, right? All the way wrong. All the way wrong. Was a married woman. Married woman. Try to get pregnant by what's his name? Which once again is 2 people. I don't know how that, you know what I'm saying? That's their business. But turns out she did not. And Dalvin's like, all right, cool. Now I find out that you're married. We definitely gonna be moving our separate ways because you know what I'm saying? Like, you married. I didn't know before. And she comes to his house and assaults him. And I think she had a weapon as well. And before we could really even know the facts, you saw all the pundits trying to chime in. ESPN, everybody, Alvin's done, and it's just like,
What was the story? She was pregnant. What was the story?
He met a girl, I think, out at a club.
Mm-hmm.
And she's a beautiful girl, by the way. And she's like in the military, she's older than him, and they start hanging out, and you know, she's like, "Well, I'm pregnant." And then after she says that, he finds out that she got a whole husband. So of course, if you a dude, you like, man, I don't want nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to exit stage left.
She pregnant from her whole husband?
She said she was pregnant from him.
I don't. The
And
pregnancy wasn't real, right? I think I kind of remember that, bro. I think that kind of played out.
I think it either wasn't real or it ended up
Yeah,
that she
I
wasn't.
yeah, I think I kind of remember that. That kind of played out in Miami.
And long story short, she came over there because I guess he had told her when she was like, "Well, I'm not pregnant." He was like, "All right, cool. Well, we're gonna go our separate ways. You handle you. I'm gonna do me." And I guess she didn't like that, and she
And
showed
then,
up at the house with that fire and said, "It ain't over till I say it's over."
wait a minute. With intentions of doing what?
Hey, I don't know, but that's a crazy situation to be in, and not even really understanding what was going on. Um, before everything came out, they were basically you heard the rumblings of people coming out and talking about Deshaun and not Deshaun, I'm sorry, about Dalvin and what he did and so on and so forth. I mean, I don't know. So for this case, um, I don't know what's written inside their bylaws for conduct detrimental to a team. I don't. So
Right.
so I'm gonna say it like this to be fair across the board. Um, even if you're not, even if you are not guilty, um, it could, this could still be conduct detrimental to a team because you weren't out there producing revenue. So it's conduct
Can he
detrimental to a team.
can he
So
go
I
after
get
the
it.
women? Can he go after the women? Or can he countersue slander, loss of money, all that shit?
Well, it's just like divorce court or just like custody, right?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of men, this is something we're learning now. A lot of men weren't deadbeats. It's just the fact that you both come from an economic situation and you like every time I make a motion in court, that costs me $1,000. So I got two options. Either I'm gonna go ahead and get ready to spend $25,000 over the course of 2 years, which I don't have,
Mm-hmm.
or just be like, you know what, whatever y'all want to do, y'all do, because obviously what y'all don't want is for the father to be in the child's life. And they wash their hand with it and be like, look, just send me my monthly bill.
Yeah. Oh
It
no.
happens
Yeah.
like that.
Mm-hmm. Right. You're right, because it's costly to fight in court.
Right.
Then you have people standing up like, fight harder. You don't love your kids. I fight for
I
my kids.
I used to say that. I used to say that. And
What
then,
changed your mind?
well, number one, of course, I'm going through a divorce, so there's that. And then you realize you like, I got all, I didn't have any kids, and I was in the right completely. So you know, um, there are things that I didn't go through that I now understand and have heard and have seen. I've seen
Right.
people who had to mortgage their house to get a divorce,
Right.
or sell their house to get a divorce, or
Right.
put a lien on their house to pay for their lawyers so that they can get their divorce finalized. And then you realize that separating families is a 28 to 50 billion dollar industry in this country. Lawyers talk.
Yeah. Shout out to Sean Rounds with the $20, man. We was talking about Deshaun Watson and should he have got 6 games. I guess the other side of that is I spoke to somebody at the NFL and they had a different take on it. They looked at it like, bro, listen, I know what goes on in those locker rooms.
Correct.
Some of us have some crazy fetishes. It's ways you deal with that. And he went as far as to say that for some of the crazy stuff that you want to do, you can just put people on the contract. And I was like, yo, this is a thing. I just thought this was on TV. Like,
no, it's real. It's real.
like this is a thing. So you can get somebody to sign the contract. They come sign the contract and say, I'm going to spank Rich with Barbie dolls for the next 6 months. I was like, whoa, like, dang, my life sucked. It was like, yeah, man. So for you to go out there and go from 1 to 1 to 1 to 1 to 1, you know what I'm saying? Whether they're just massages, whatever it is, it's something that
he was a rookie. He was a rookie in doing that. He should have sought some counsel from some older dudes. But I did see Don Snap say the Texans should have been held liable too. I agree, because didn't they send him to a couple of massage therapists?
Yeah. I guess timing is the thing. It's like, yeah, I mean, they could have sent him before they realized that, hey, wait a minute, that's the 40th the massage masseuse. It could have been before. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but check it street. Here's why, if I was the Texans, I wouldn't even talk on the matter, is because that could be the designated person that I send several dudes to. And whatever they do is what they do.
What you mean? Explain.
Okay. So you just said in the locker room, you know, that dudes are into certain things.
Right.
And if I'm the owner of a football franchise, I want to make sure my guys never get in trouble. So if I know, or I hear through the grapevine, that there's a certain, you know what I'm saying, massage therapist who might do some what they call happy ending situations, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I might refer them business, because I'm like, well, I don't want my rookie star quarterback going out there and just trying to find somebody on IG because they thirst trapping.
Oh, right.
So let me go ahead and I try to control the situation. Hey, Deshaun, go holler at such and such. You know what I'm saying? And hey, some other dudes. You know what I'm saying? I ain't naming no names, but they highly recommended her, or whatever.
Right.
Whatever they into.
I wonder why. And okay, so, Chris just made a good point. I mean, Insane just made a good point. Shout out to Sean Round for the $20. I don't know if I said that before. Allegations carry more damaging consequences to innocent men than they do for women that told the lie. But you can kind of hit their pockets, right? Like you can hit them up and make it hurt. No.
In his case, no. If it was you or me, yes. And I say that because
now you're just making it go on and on and on.
Right. And then you might have sponsors. You might even have your team that's like, look, bro, you have all the money in the world to just pay these people to go away. That's what you need to do.
My thing is this. Okay, so you get some dirt thrown on you, right? And you're Deshaun Watson. You got some dirt thrown on you for almost a year and a half now, right? Mm-hmm. Why all these guys have PR guys? Like
they do.
in this day and age, like this page I follow this page more than I actually follow Lamar Jackson's page. It's called Lamar Season fan page. I'm not a Lamar fan. 2016 7 Heisman Trophy, and it just talks about everything good Lamar Jackson, right? This is just the Instagram page. You have to come here to see it.
Right.
You feel me? But why? Like LeBron James, I've seen it done with LeBron James, and I think he's behind some of it. Like when LeBron James put out these videos of LeBron James doing weird little funny things for people in the stands. Like, why don't they have people around them that just paint the narrative of them being great? So this has just happened, right? But for the next 5 years, you can have people around you creating YouTube videos, and this is if every time Deshaun Watson gave turkeys to the, if every time and you can just flood the market with, because controls everything anyway.
I'm glad you said that, because that's what Big Baller Brand did. They had people that were specifically filming them and showing all the good stuff that they were doing, all the games that they were winning, all the highlights, all the strategic talking points that were positive.
Right.
Yeah, they kind of control their whole narrative.
Yeah,
and
I don't know why these guys just don't. Yeah, they don't just pay anything they put anything they put their voice on. They could just play a little cameraman, have them control the social media, and they could just look great. Because you don't gotta hide. The only reason people used to have to hide is because they couldn't control the narrative.
Right.
Now you can just come to Caneville, come to Crib Talk, go to the Pivot, and just sit down and tell the truth with somebody that you trust.
That you trust.
Jamarcus
Russell.
Right. So shout out to Coach Kane. I stay on the sideline for $230 million.
I'm telling you.
Win-win, right?
Yeah, he probably lost a couple mil, with those segments, but he
especially at Cleveland.
Write that off my taxes.
Especially at Cleveland, that might be an idea. Like, anybody else want
to? Right.
No, that's what's up. So now listen, man. The season started this week, Rich. The season started this week. Kane's back out there. After all of that happened, it seemed like it's been 2 years since Mario been here, and it's been 6 months or something crazy like that. Any expectations you have, bro? Anything you want to hear, anything you want to talk about, like anything you're looking forward to seeing this week? Talk to me.
In practice?
Just in the beginning of the season, period. We speak to Mario tomorrow. It's a press conference tomorrow. We talk to Mario. Practice starts Friday. It's been a lot of anticipation. What is it you expecting to happen these first week, or what do you want to see? Or is it not? It could be not a big deal for you. It could be like, man, listen, man, I'm waiting for Bethune. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Well, the one thing that I want, I think a lot of people want this, is I want to, several things, but the main thing is going to be who's going to be the main guy at wide receiver or catching the ball in general. I want to see who's going to be the primary pass catchers for this team, like whether it be running back out of the backfield, identifying them, receiver, identifying them, tight end, identifying them, who's going to be the primary guy. So we want to see that, and then we want to see our trenches continue to get better, because that's where championships are made, is in the trenches. So I just want to hear great things about the offensive line really coming together and the D line holding their own. So I think if we can get that accomplished, within that, 3 or 4 weeks, I think going into the first 2 games will be ahead of schedule. So that way, when we play A&M, we're not still searching for a dude who wants to be the number 1 guy at wide receiver. So that's what I want to see.
So you big on the wide receiver thing?
Yeah, and I'm gonna say pass catchers. Like, who's gonna be? And it could be a pool of 3 or 4 guys who are all gonna have 600 yards apiece, right?
Right.
but it's going to be who's going to be those marquee guys at those positions. Is it going to be Will Mallory at tight end, or is it going to be Arroyo, right, or Skinner, right? Is it going to
Right.
be I'm drawing a blank with the receivers, but is it going to be Brashard, Restrepo,
Restrepo, we got
Jacoby
Romelo,
George,
Jacoby George. You got
Mello, Keyshawn,
the Clemson kid.
Frank Ladson. Yeah, like who's going to be your most reliable guys? You got to find that out, because you don't want to be trying to find that out during Texas A&M.
Right. I know for a fact that Gattis thought we had better wide receiver talent here. In the comment section, when they say that, right? It's almost like we were blind as fans. Like, we think highly of Bashard. We think highly of Romelo. We think Jacoby has a huge upside. But I think what they're saying is like this kid Jacoby that they brought in. I think they're like, yeah, we thought we had more of these guys. Like 6'4", 215. You know what I'm saying? Like they
right.
Gattis thought we had better. But in the comment section, you guys, what do y'all think we stack up like in as wide receiver talent? I mean, I think we had Restrepo makes plays. We believe Jacoby. We didn't get a chance to see a lot of Romelo. We think Jacoby George is one of the smoothest guys. I remember our first week out there, Twan thought Jacoby was Jerry Rice. Like literally said, the kid looks like Jerry Rice. But yeah, our guys like level 2 guys. These was all highly rated 4-star. Romelo was damn near 5-star, right? Like, how do you guys feel in the comment section, man? I'm talking to y'all. Like, how do you guys feel about our wide receiver core? Like, did y'all think that we had like a second-rate group of guys that we were just hoping emerge?
I know you said you waiting on the comment section, so I have my thoughts.
Talk to me. Talk to me.
Well, the one thing I'll say is this: going back to when we had some 5-star kids on the team, we just wanted them to come out there and compete. We wanted them to come out there and fight for 50-50 balls.
Right.
We wanted them to not drop passes because we know how good they are. It's not that they are, when you know that somebody's highly talented, but they're not living up to their own talent. And it may be a confidence thing. You don't know what it is, but you're like, bro, if you put it all together, you'll be unstoppable. I know we felt that way about like Ivy on the defense. We like, bro, this guy looks like a freaking prototypical what the modern day corner should be. But he got to put it all together.
Right. We still talking about Wiggins and Pope. Wiggins and Pope didn't play last year, did they? Did they?
Well, they were yanked. Or did they even? I think they didn't. They ended up not playing. They were getting significant time during the preseason camp, and then next thing you know, it was just determined that they weren't gonna even put them in the game. So.
Oh yeah, Pope with the DB, Pope with the defensive backside. Yeah. And I remember I was asking the question, like, has there ever been a situation where guys come back for their senior year, starters? Remember those questions we used to ask, like, and they don't start. Right.
And to be honest, I personally think, because I remember when we had the guy who ended up getting outside coaching from Mark Duper, right?
He
he was not a great pass catcher before then, but had all the physical tools.
Right.
And you see what coaching can do for a kid.
Talking about Hankerson?
Yeah.
Mhm.
You saw what coaching did. The dude broke records.
Right.
So part of it is not the kid's fault. Part of it is the coaches you have surrounding him. It's your job to, Coach Hayes always says this, right? It is your job to get the most out of that kid as the coach.
Mm-hmm.
And so part of the blame is on the kid for not going the extra mile or finding help outside of Miami, because this is your career. Even if you got to go to a park somewhere and catch passes, like this is your career. So part of it is on the kid, but part of it is on the staff as well, because you guys get paid very well so that kids don't have to do that. They should have everything under one roof. So yeah, I'm looking forward to having guys on staff that take their job seriously, and the kids mimicking that type of behavior and take their opportunity seriously.
Coach Kane said we have good wide receivers. Coaches have to make them better. Y'all agree?
I agree. Jacoby, we have a lot of kids that were 4-star kids. A lot.
Mm-hmm.
I know Frank Ladson was highly touted coming out.
Right.
You can't say they can't play.
Who makes kids better? Coaches more? Who's responsible more? Coaches or the guy behind him trying to take his job?
I will say, all right. You have some wide receivers or some players in general, people who may look at the guy behind him and be like, yeah, if he wanted, he could take it. So the culture of understanding why you want to finish a game out is not there, right?
Right.
So if you get that type of mentality back, then the kids are always going to think that way.
Right.
So I saw during one of the camps where the running back coach was telling Don Chaney, yo, yeah, these kids over here, I'm recruiting them to take your spot. He's not trying to downplay who Don Chaney is. He's just trying to tell him, don't let no freshman come in here and outwork you.
Right.
So yeah.
Right.
But I might I hold my thought on that.
Let me hear it, dog.
Now I was gonna mention I might have to drop here shortly. You know.
No, we finna get out. We finna get out of here. We had an hour. We're gonna get out of here. So no, man, I just got an email from them about everything going on tomorrow, and I thought it would just be an interview with Mario Cristobal. But I see we're doing big things on day one. You know what I'm saying? We're doing big things on day one.
That's what's up.
Wow, I mean, it's a 3-hour single dig.
Okay.
That's what's up. So now, bro, yeah, I talked to Big Sam Williams, and he talked to me the other day about guys pushing him and how all it took was a coach to Art Kehoe to be like, hey, Williams, you running with the ones today. Barney, you with the twos. And it was like a death blow to their confidence. And that's all it kind of took.
Right.
Yeah, that's all it kind of took. Which leads me to believe if I were to pick up this phone and call Williams right now, he would say that players push you. I know for a fact I've talked to him too many times sitting in there with psych inmates overnight. I know for a fact he would say that the players are what push you, and the player, somebody behind you taking your position, it's the deciding factor. He doesn't even feel like a lot of times like coaches. It was all to him competition, bro. That's how he feels. Yeah, it was all
And
competition to him.
the reason I couldn't answer that clearly is because if you, let's say you have a stepdad, right?
Mm-hmm.
But your stepdad let you do what you want to do, right? Growing up, he let you eat cookies. When your mom went to bed, he gave you milk and cookies. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? He tried to be your friend, not your dad. And now you grow up and you 15 years old and you steal a car. And he's trying to tell you that you don't want to go that route. But mentally, even if he yells at you, even if he grounds you, you know what I'm saying? Whatever punishment they give you, mentally you don't have that fear of, hey man, if I don't do right, it's gonna happen to me. Whereas if your parents let you know from day one, you mess up. Cause that's how it is.
Right.
When you disciplining kids, it take that one ass whooping. That one ass whooping that they remember for the rest of their life. And you ain't even gotta tell now when they with their homeboys pull up in the stolo, they're like, hey man, jump in the back. They stop and they think about that ass whooping. They're like, nah, bro, I don't think I want to do that. I don't want no parts of that, man. So the fear of God is instilled in them already, not of the consequence, which is
Right.
in this case a player starting over you, but
Right.
it's of having somebody have to talk to you prior to the consequence. So your mentality and your ego is aligned for the right things, not the wrong things.
Right.
So like Alabama and Clemson, they have mental health coaches
Mm-hmm.
to get the kids mentally in the game. Not just the X's and O's, not just physically, but mentally get them in the game. Like sometimes you see a player do something, you're like, why did you do that? Were they really in the game? Were they mentally in the game? No.
Right. I think we have that now. I heard Alabama had a guy that walk around who's like a sobriety expert and just look at kids and he can tell if they're like like using alcohol or alcohol. Yeah. I think the mental thing, I think we have it now. They've attacked that. I know they've attacked that big time in the spring. Just the whole Power 5 experience. They want to bring Cristobal wants to bring here, and that's what it hasn't been. For so long, we lived on, oh, we never needed all that stuff. We did without it. But some of that stuff helps raise young men. A lot of young men that come from broken places, a lot of them come from poverty. A lot of, you know what I'm saying? Not all of them, but a lot of them do. And then some of those things help raise young men. And are needed.
Yeah. Just like if you try to tell a kid that you ain't got to save your whole family when they get drafted, and the kid still blows his whole signing bonus trying to help everybody. You're like, bro, why did you do that? You know, all they're gonna do is turn around and do some foolishness with it. It's because his mentality since for the past 15 years have been get everybody out the hood.
Right. Like you could do it alone, right?
Right.
Like
And
you could do it alone.
he don't know you giving somebody $100,000 in a McDonald's bag. Now you got to sit in jail for 2 years for tax evasion because you
Right.
ain't pay your taxes. While your homeboy is like, dang man, that's messed up.
Right.
And he don't even have enough money left to bail you out because he spent it all.
Right. IOD Squad Investor Die, man. On that note, 786-405-9499. Gonna try to put in a lot. Just gonna keep putting that out there in the air, bro. If you don't know what to do with money, just look at it like a seed. You got to plant it, put it in the ground, and until it grows to be a tree, just don't touch it.
Don't touch it.
You made it this far, bro. Get you a cool car, condo. You can make it 2-3 more years, at least without the lights going off. Now you can pay your light bill. Now you could, you know what I'm saying? Now you can take Susie out something to eat, but you ain't got a goddamn. It's like money's like a seed. Put it in the ground, grow the tree. Now you can pick off the mangoes.
Yeah, man.
If you keep eating the seeds, you're gonna find your ass back out there trying to find some more seeds. And that's the best way I can put it, man. So, all right, Rich, get up out of here, bro. 786.
All right, man. Take it easy.
786-405-9499. I'm going to get down with the investor die. Or just click the link. It's in the description down there. Stuff starts tomorrow, man. They just sent me an email. I got kind of excited when I saw, man. It's not just going to be an interview with the big man. I mean, they're doing some things on the first day down there, man. The U.S. changed. It's definitely changed for the best. If you guys don't know what Investor Die is where we talk about NFTs, crypto, and we trade every day. Thinking about putting a trade in there now. It's an hour left in the market. We're looking at it's where we trade at. You can come watch us trade. You can ask questions. You can learn. You can just sit there and watch. You ain't got to say nothing, which we encourage you to talk because that's how people learn. So that's in there. And if you want to join and become a member, the join button is down there. That's also in the description. I'm D, man. Don't put off tomorrow. Something you can do today. The rest of your life could be seconds away. I'm D, and I'm out of here.